This is my favorite game right now. I love it so much. Everything about this game has been awesome. It's made a ton of money. It's done very well. Everyone loves it. I really like this game. So this wish list isn't going to be like me complaining about how things have been so far, because I think things have been pretty good. But this game's been very successful. It's made so much money. I think they can step it up to like a whole nother level and just pretty much blow every other card game out of the water. So these are the things that I really want to see, and I know that they're not all going to come, but these are the things that I want to see in the next season or expansion, whatever you want to call it, of Pokemon Pocket. So first, I want to see an expansion that has 3 packs in it. I want there to be enough cards to hold 3 separate packs, just like we have with the Genetic Apex with the Charizard, the Pikachu, and the Mewtwo. Okay, now, as for the actual EX cards that I want to see in the new expansion, I want to see 3 starters, Meganium, Feraligatr, and Typhlosion. I want to see Crobat EX. I want to see both Scizor and Steelix EX for the Steel type. The Steel type has not had a lot of love in the last 2 main set and mini sets, so I want to see Steel get a lot of love. They deserve 2 EX cards, so Scizor and Steelix for the Steel EX. Sunflora EX would be epic. I love Sunflora, I don't know why. It's a Pokemon that is like slept on. I think it's sick. Sunflora EX would be epic. And my final 3 EX cards that I want to see, besides the legendaries of course, are Ursaring, Houndoom, and Tyranitar. I want to see those 3 get EXs, and if we get all these as EXs, I'm going to be so happy about it. And there's some other cool cards that they can be like put EXs on as well, like Kingdra. Donphan will be kind of epic, and I think Magcargo is like a slept on Pokemon. Magcargo as an EX would be awesome. Skarmory and Heracross would make pretty cool EXs, but I don't want to see any more basic EX cards, so they are not making my list. And to give Psychic cards a little love, I would make Gramble an EX as well. Now, the thing that is very important though, okay, it's very important that there are no very too little like throwaway cards, because this is the big thing that separates Pokemon Pocket from the real life card game. And this is why, in my opinion, Pokemon Pocket is so much better than the real life card game, is because in the real life card game, you open all your packs, 90% of that pack you throw it away. It's useless. You're never going to use it again. You best just throw it in the trash. Pokemon Pocket is not like that. Pretty much every single card is usable. There are a few ones that aren't. Okay, there are like a few throwaway cards like Liepard, Clefable, and I get it. I think that's fair, because the game only just came out and they wanted to keep it as simple as possible. Okay, so they didn't add too many complex things to it, too many like abilities and like move effects, and everything was kind of basic to start off with. If they don't add cards that are unique enough with like an ability or an attack effect that separates it from everything else, and it's just super basic and boring, if not, it's gonna feel really stale, and I just don't want 25% of this set to just be like thrown away. That would really suck. I want to see cards that kind of nerf basic EXs a little bit, whether that's cards that make you search for like stage 2 Pokemon, whether it's ones that like have abilities or things that hurt like basic EX cards. That would be huge. Like if there's a card out there that just says prevent all damage from a basic EX card, like we need that. We really need that in the game. That'd be so good. So next, what I really want to see, I want to see a good balance between like the power level of the EX cards and the non-EX cards. Right now in the real life card game, and pretty much for years and years, pretty much forever really, the game has been dominated by EX cards. I really would like to see a good balance between the power level of the EXs and the non-EXs. If the EXs are too strong, eventually after set, we're going to get to the same point in the real life card game where you're just going to have all these throwaway cards, like everything else is just not going to be strong enough. Hopefully there's a good balance. They've been very good at balancing the game so far. I still think basic EXs are a little bit too strong, but it's not terrible right now. We got Lugia, Ho-Ho, the 3 legendary dogs like Entei, Raikou, and Suicune. If these are all really strong and like must-haves and like just absolutely dominant, but things like, I know, like a basic Scizor or like a Umbreon and whatever, and like the basic starter evolution, if these cards aren't good and they can't like hold their own up to these EX cards and they just take over the game, I think it's going to be really bad. So I want to see a good balance between the EXs and the non-EXs. So next I want to talk about the game modes and the events. So the events we've gotten so far, that's really cool. It's really cool that they give us like a lot of coins, a lot of like card backs, and like a field, border, background things, whatever you want to call them. A lot of cool stuff. However, I want to see like maybe like a little more creativity in the things like the offline thing, like the Lapras event, the Blastoise event, the Venusaur event, they're kind of like, I don't know, it could just be me, but it's a little bit boring. Like, I just kind of put my thing on auto battler, like the autopilot thing, and just like put it to the side while I'm like making dinner or something, and come back to see if I won. Like, I don't really play it. They're kind of dull, but I can't really complain about them because it's like, it's free content. Like, I'm not complaining about it, but I do think it could be like better. I think they could step it up a little bit. I think it could be better. The PvP events, they're really cool too. I actually really like the PvP. But the awards, I'm not fully sold on. Like, again, can't complain. It's a free emblem, looks pretty cool, but I think you could make it even better. I think you could do like a little bit better awards. But this is like a small one because like I can't complain too much. I think they've done a pretty good job in the events and stuff. So I can't complain too much, but I think they've made enough money and everything. They can step this up a little bit. But overall, they're still pretty decent, still solid. Like, that's fine. And for the game modes, I want to see ranked. I want to see a tournament, and I want to see another game mode. Ranked would be perfect for this game, and I want to see a tournament mode. The tournament mode is one I want to see more than ranked. The tournament mode is so good. If anyone ever played like the Pokemon Online, I think it was called, they had like a tournament mode where you go into the tournament, and if you come first, you win like a bunch of packs and stuff. There's like a bracket system and everything. That was so cool. Like, that would be perfect. And you could do like multiple game modes. Like, you could do a non-EX tournament, you could do an Anything Goes tournament, you could do like each week you could have like certain types that are allowed in the tournament, or certain types that are banned in the tournament. You could do some really cool stuff. Like, you could do really cool stuff. There's no limit to what you could do. Like, they've made so much money, these games have been so successful. Let's just go all in. Just go all in. Like, there's no reason we can't add all this stuff. It would be so cool, man, to have a tournament system. It would be so damn cool. And I want to see another game mode too, because the thing that I've noticed with like all these kind of Pokemon like online kind of game things, and like the card games and all that stuff, they're very dull and they're very boring, and they don't have a lot of features and like ways to play the game. I think if you look at Pokemon Live right now, that thing sucks ass. We know that thing sucks, and there's pretty much just a rank mode, and that's it. There's nothing, there's no rewards, there's no events, there's nothing, there is nothing. That game sucks. Pocket's cool. We can just blow all these other games out of the water, just go all out. Like, I want to see more stuff to do, because right now I've collected everything and I've built a lot of decks, and there's nothing really to do. Like, I'm just kind of sitting here just waiting for the new set, the new expansion to come out, so I can mess around with more new cards. There's not a lot right now. It's kind of boring, and I'm sure everyone else feels like a little bit bored. So yeah, more game modes to kind of like make things feel fresh all the time. That would be really cool. Trading. I want to see trading very soon. I want it to come out and then during the next expansion, and I think it will. I think this is one that we're probably going to get. I've seen a lot of people complaining about the trading announcement so far, that you can only trade up to like 1 gold star rarity. Like, you can't do anything higher than that, and I don't really understand why people are complaining. Like, this is good. Like, this is very good for the game. You don't want people trading these more expensive cards or more like high rarity cards, because people are going to complete their collection faster and they're just going to stop playing. Like, they're fully cosmetic, and when you want to play the game, you want to make trades so you can complete decks faster. That is so good for the game. Like, that is so good. Like, all this other stuff, it doesn't matter. It just does not matter. Like, if you're complaining about the fact that you can't trade like a full art card for another full art card, I'm sorry, but just get over it. Like, just get over it. I just want to see trading come out as soon as possible. I pretty much have every card in the game, and I have like so many of them. I have a lot of friends that are kind of like new to the game, and I want to give them my cards, you know, give them like a boost. Like, I have a lot of friends that just started. They don't have all the trainings yet and stuff. Like, being able to like give all your friends like a bunch of cards so they can actually start building decks and like go against you, that'd be sick. So I can't wait for that to happen. Trading needs to come out very soon. And lastly, please, for the love of God, make Meganium EX good. For the love of God, make Meganium good. Meganium has been shit on every single generation. Please, for the love of God, make Meganium good.